I honestly cannot for the life of me tell you what the difference between a localizer and a clown is. Perhaps one just wears makeup for fun, while the other wears makeup to cover their wrinkly lizard skin. For the past few years, localization of Japanese media has been met with censorship, botched translations, and forced political messaging. For someone like myself who likes to play Japanese games dubbed for the most part, this is a huge problem. Unfortunately, anime is not immune to this garbage. I'm sure you've seen this example time and time again of the English dub for Dragon Maid being a completely different sentence than what was actually said. Forced political messaging where there wasn't any need for it. There are hundreds of examples I can pull from X, formerly known as Twitter screenshots alone. When fans of these various media would complain about this sort of thing, they'd often get mocked, called racist, homophobic, or any other ridiculous buzzword that has lost all meaning, sort of like how the other side calls everything they don't like as woke, but I digress. It's not just localization. Western values are now being pushed onto Japan so that the source material can change alongside with localized product. This is terrifying, and the future is looking grim for Japanese-made media in their own country. But that is a story for another day. Recently, Japanese developers, mangaka, and other forms of artists have been utilizing AI in their various works. Even Oda-sensei, the creator of one of the most popular manga of all time, One Piece, is utilizing AI translation. Localizers are slowly but surely being replaced by AI. AI could probably do their jobs better, but still not all that great without some human oversight. Regardless of how you may feel about AI, I think it's important to understand why fans of Japanese media are happy with this outcome. Localizers have harassed and mocked those who just wanted proper translations for years. They even disrespected the work that they were, quote-unquote, translating. So after the harassments and mockery have hit an all-time fever pitch, people are just too through with them. So now that the threat of AI taking their jobs is at its highest, we're finally seeing some quote-unquote justice being had for weebs everywhere. The discourse on this is long and nuanced, but the one golden truth that everyone agrees on is that they are reaping what they sow. Here are some responses to the localizers getting replaced. Manga Lawyer says,
America build a supercharged Zoomer generation from the institution with teachers who hate you. Make them believe everything is sexist, misogynistic, and anti-capitalist 6 years pass, and those in senior high school are looking for a job become localizers. What could go wrong?
They're replacing us with AI?
Scratchpoint Z says,
Any localizer who fancies themselves an artist should go make their own creations instead of overriding the creativity of Japanese writers. Translation isn't art, it's faithfully portraying a foreign author's work in another language.
Those are just some of the many weebs who are venting out their frustrations on the people who have mocked them for the things they are passionate about. They wouldn't be celebrating you losing your jobs if you actually did your jobs. Enough with localization. Bring back translation. One of the most notable members of the gang known as modern localizers is a person named Katrina. You most definitely have seen this profile picture at one point. This is Katrina's old profile pic. She has a new one now, but this one is the most iconic. She's infamous for her many awful decisions, completely rewrite an established work. Turning a cross-dressing character into a trans character, when the original character didn't identify that way at all. I bet you remember the Big Brother translation as well. What the hell was that about? Well, she's garnered a lot of hatred for her terrible localization for the past few years, for her smugness acting like she's doing a better job than the original work, as well as mocking valid criticisms.
I don't have words for how embarrassing and disappointing this is. Instead of paying a human to do a quality job, they're using AI to get a mediocre product for free. Is this how little they think of English-speaking audiences? Of translation? For shame.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Just remember, Katrina, this is all your fault. You and every other person who refused to give us proper translations for years and mocked us for valid criticisms. The sooner AI replaces you, the better. Hopefully we can get a semi-accurate translation in the future with AI. Then Localizers will be a dead job forever. Nobody feels bad for any of you lolcows, and you certainly don't deserve sympathy for how you treated the fans. Go work at McDonald's instead.